football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
At Wilson Farm Market, we know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Located in Central Indiana, Bragg Insurance Agency is a family-owned business. Getting to know our clients is a top priority at Bragg Insurance Agency. With this in mind, our focus is on relationships. This helps us to know and understand our clients' unique insurance needs. Bragg Insurance Agency represents a carefully selected group of reputable insurance companies. Therefore, we are able to offer you the best coverage at the most competitive price. As independent agents, we do not work for an insurance company. We work for you.
Additional sponsors for tonight's game include More Etc., The Farmers Bank, Blackhawk Ag, Legacy Images, Handmade on Main, Sheridan Main Street First Friday, and Biddle Poland's. Bragg Sports Media would like to thank all of our partners for their continued support. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Clinton Prairie High School for tonight's matchup between the Hawks and the Gophers. Gophers come in 4-0, Blackhawks 3-1. I am Daniel Bragg, joined alongside, as always, by Nick Doty. Nick, how you doing tonight?
Doing well.
Hoping to get a good night of football under us. We apologize for coming up that close to the start of the game. They waited a little bit for the national anthem. It threw me off. But either way, we are here again. Blackhawks come in 3-1. Gophers 4-0 on the season here in this Hoosier Heartland Conference game. It's going to be 1st and 10, ball at the 35 for the Gophers. Man in motion, shotgun snap, gets to the quarterback, passes it out in the flat, trying to get around the edge of the defense. Cuts it back across field. He's got blockers, though. No defenders over there. Trying to find a hole, makes a few guys miss again. Finally gets wrapped down on the Blackhawks side of the field right around the 44-yard line.
Man, that was a wild play.
So a big first play from scrimmage for the Gophers. Get this game going.
Yeah, props to him for making that happen. I mean, he just kept fighting and fighting and fighting.
That little pass in the flat ended up going for about 20 yards. And the Gophers have already flipped the field almost. Blackhawk defense going to have to wake up here in a big hurry, obviously. It's going to be a give right up the middle. Blackhawk defense smothers that immediately. And that Blackhawk run defense, Nick, continues what they've done the first 4 weeks of this season.
Yeah, that's a little bit more of the same there out the Blackhawks front. I hope to see more of that tonight.
The quarterback for the Gophers tonight, number 5, Stephen Dunford. He is a junior. Recipient of that pass that went for so long, Connor Cobb, number 28. 2nd and 10. going to be a quarterback keeper, and he's going to run right into his offensive line, and the Blackhawks make sure that's as far as he goes. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now.
Good job by the Blackhawks front once again.
The Blackhawk defense, again, their run defense is their strong point. Haven't given up positive rushing yards since the first game of the season, which is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 10, ball at the 44. Broke the huddle, but they are going to come back now.
I'm going to think about it. Got 6 seconds here.
They're in the shotgun. Dunford takes a snap. He's going to give it right up the middle again. Fought forward for about 3, but there is a flag that comes flying in on the play. Let's see what it is. The give was to number 3, Seth Whitlock. Based on the spot, looks like a gain of 1. It's going to be negated holding on the Gophers. See if Coach Wright takes this. And the penalty was declined, so it's going to bring up 4th and 9. And the Gophers have a decision to make. And it looks like they're sending out a second unit, which would be their punt team. Number 11, Caden Davis, looks to be the deep punter for them. Blackhawks have 2 guys back to return this punt, standing at about their own 15, Alexander and Dufresne. It's a decent punt. Alexander's just going to let it die there. And it rolls down to the 12, and that's where the Blackhawks will start their first offensive possession of the evening. We'll see how fast this Blackhawk run attack comes out.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see if they come out fired up. I mean, I'm not going to say there's a lot on the line tonight, but there is something big on the line tonight.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks, deep in their own end. And there's an official timeout.
What do we got here?
Now they're going to have a meeting, 3 of them on the far sideline. Now Coach Wright coming out, wants a little update on what's going on. Looks like Coach Wright talking to somebody.
Might have been a little confusion about something.
I'm not sure. No changes that we can see.
Right.
Just a little bit of officiating, talking to the coach and whatnot.
Kind of strange.
But they step out of the way, and Alexander, the quarterback, under center. It's going to be a give to Peyton Cross, shakes off 1 tackle, pushes through a few more, and gets out close to the first down marker, and I believe it is going to be enough for a first down.
Pretty typical there for Peyton Cross. Just gets hit and keeps on chopping.
So Cross on 1 carry gets all 10 yards needed and moves the sticks for the Blackhawks. Once again, Alexander under center. Going to be another give to Cross. He's following his blocker. Is going to be stopped that time, though, for a short gain of maybe 1. Bring up 2nd and 9. We'll see how quickly the Blackhawks distribute this ball in the run game. They've shown numerous times this season just about everybody in the backfield can get it done. Cross going to give it to Bales this time. He follows his lead blockers, reaches out for the 30. A nice gain of about 5 on the play, bring up 3rd and 3.
Got a hurt player, it looks like.
And it looks like, is that Bales still down? Looks like another cramp. Yeah, he's grabbing his heel. Now that's going to be number 71 for the Hawks, Joey Robinson. And the trainer is going to come out and try to get that cramp under control. We will be right back. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Coaches helping Robinson get off the field. It looked to be a cramp. And the Blackhawks send out a new center. Blackhawks facing 3rd and 3. Alexander under center, pulls it back. Going to pitch out the cross. He's got a guy to run over, but not going to be far enough for the first down. Brought down for a short gain, going to be about a yard short of the stick. And let's see what Coach Wright does here early in this game.
Gophers are doing a good job right now stopping the Blackhawks run game.
So it's going to be 4th and 1, and they do not have the punt unit out there.
Go for it. You think, QB sneak?
I mean, it's a long one. I don't know.
Yeah. Cross. Just send cross.
I mean, it very well could. There's not a lot of guys crowding the line, so watch Alexander. And it's going to be a give to Bales, that quick little exchange, and that's going to be far enough for a Blackhawk first down. I love that play so much.
Yeah.
They did that a few times last week. Bales scored on one of them.
Oh, yeah.
To move the sticks, 1st and 10, ball at the 35. So the first risky play by the Blackhawks works out for him. Now cross the deep back. It's going to be a pitch out to Cross. He's going to have to get hit in the backfield, fights forward almost to the line of scrimmage, but I think he's going to be brought down for a loss on the play. And it looks like Coach Wright is going to want to talk about it. With 7:14 to play in the first quarter. Still no score. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks facing a 2nd and 11 at the end of this timeout. Coach Wright wants to talk about it because their run attack has been a little stifled here in this first drive.
Yeah, something the Blackhawks really haven't seen yet, other than week 1, which I call a throwaway week, but a competent defense against the run game.
Let's see what they draw up here. Once again, Alexander going to be under center. Looks like Cross the deep back, Bales the fullback. It's going to be an option. Pitch out to Cross. He's got plenty of room, and he gets his block. He's going to get the first down and more. Past the 50, past the 40, out to the 30. Going to be knocked down at about the 35-yard line. So an excellent run by Peyton Cross. Sorry, I said the 35. It's more the 23. They'll move the chains regardless. Blackhawks back with a 1st and 10. Quickly deep in Gopher territory. Split backfield this time. It's going to be a give to Bales, trying to follow Peyton Cross through the hole. Not going to get very much on that, though. Falls forward just shy of the 20. So a 2-yard gain, bring up 2nd and 8. Once again, this running attack, very balanced so far this season. Cross being the leading man, but just about everybody that has touched it. Bales has had some big games. Jacob Jones got in the end zone twice last week. And Kolb.
Yeah, Kolb's got wheels.
And Kolb's got wheels. And then we've seen Alexander take off a handful of times.
Yeah.
2nd and 8. And it's going to be a give to Cross this time, and he's going to be wrapped up after a short gain once again. He did get across the 20, though. So bring up 3rd down and about 7. And Nick, I wouldn't be surprised to see a pass here.
Yeah.
Haven't done it yet, and they don't do it a lot. But a few weeks ago, they got 3 touchdowns on it. So they've shown that they can at least do it at some level.
Mm-hmm.
Still no interceptions on the year.
Yeah, there has been.
No, there hasn't.
We got one last week, didn't we?
Nope. That was a fumble.
Oh.
Blackhawks have not turned it over that way, but that's going to be a false start and definitely potentially a pass coming up now.
Right.
It's going to back up the Hawks to a 3rd and 11. So 3rd and 11. Ball at the 24. Hawks got to get inside the 15. It's going to be a give to Jones. He cuts across the defense. Going to get almost out to the about 16, I think is where they're going to say it. I think he's going to be 2 yards shy. Let's see what Coach Wright draws up here. Obviously, going to go for it here. If you go for it all the way down on the other end, you're definitely going to go for it here.
Right, and Coach Wright's wanting to, strike first in this game.
The ball's placed at the 16. Be 4th and 3, actually. A long 3.
Let's see what they got.
Alexander under center. Going to roll out to his right. Got guys going down the field. He's got a wide receiver. It's DeCrane. He stays in bounds. Gets the 1st down and then out of bounds.
Quick little pass.
Yep, so the Blackhawks convert that 1st down. Or I'm sorry, that 4th down. And move the chains once again, and now it's 1st and goal for the Hawks.
Well drawn up pass.
Yeah, that was really well managed. They've done that play quite a few times this season. DeCrane doing an excellent job so far this year as a wide receiver option for Alexander. Alexander going to have a split backfield this time. He gives it off to Bales, who's following his lead blocker. He's going to fall into the end zone. Touchdown, Blackhawks. With 4:28 still to play in the first quarter, the Blackhawks strike first. They're going to try to tack on one more on an Owen Bell extra point. The sophomore been a little inconsistent so far this year. Snap is down. The kick is up. The kick looks good. The kick is good. 4:28 still to play in the first quarter. Blackhawks strike first, lead 7-0. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by Bragg Insurance. For all of your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs, call your local insurance agency, Bragg Insurance Agency in Sheridan, your friends in the insurance business. And by More Etc. More Etc. has been doing screen printing and embroidery for the Sheridan community since 1996. Call Sarah Moore for your Sheridan spirit wear or business apparel. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks strike first. Take the lead 7-0 following a nice run by Zach Bales. But the catalyst was that big run by Peyton Cross earlier in the drive.
Big run and that pass to save the drive.
Yeah, the big 4th down pass converted by Caleb Alexander completed to DeCrane. Again, that connection very popular so far this season.
Yeah.
So with 4:28 still to go in the first quarter, Blackhawk offense does their job after the Blackhawk defense stands tall and forces a punt on their first drive. It's a decent punt by the senior Jacob Jones, fielded at about the 12 by the Gophers. He's trying to find a hole. Going to be wrapped down right about the 30-yard line. And the Gopher offense will come back out onto the field. Once again, this Blackhawk defense not allowing positive rushing yards since week 1, which is just an insane stat, Nick.
Yeah, it's pretty unheard of, really.
It means they haven't allowed a positive rushing yard in conference play.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is, yeah, pretty impressive out of this defense so far. 1st and 10. Man in motion. Oh, there's a false
line
start.
Moved, yeah.
Now guard moved early. So back the Gophers up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. It'll be a 1st and 15, ball at the 25. Again, 4:22 still to play in the first quarter. First quarter that kind of felt like it flown by.
Yeah, this definitely has flown by.
Gophers come out in a shotgun 3-wide set. Dunford sends the running back in motion. It's going to be a little dump off in the flat, and that's going to fall incomplete. The receiver, number 34, the intended receiver, Jacob Wilson. Just looked like he pulled his head on that one, didn't watch it into his hands before he started running.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be 2nd and 15 now. See what the Gophers do. Just like in weeks past, not a lot of success on the ground, but they had that one big pass play. I think they're going to try it again. They got trips on the near side now. Immediately looking to his left. He's going to be rushed out of the pocket. Peyton Cross gets there first, but isn't able to bring him down. But it's finished off by Eli Kolb for the first sack of the night for the Blackhawks.
Good job, D.
And that backs them all the way up to their own 11-yard line. It'll be 3rd and a long way. They got to get to almost the 40 to convert this 3rd down. Dunford gets the call from the sideline, running out to the huddle now.
We got 10 seconds.
You have noticed they
take
they're not afraid to
No.
use that clock. And they're going to have to use their first time out of the night. They just didn't have enough time. So 3:32 to play in the first quarter. Blackhawks on top 7-0. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. 3:32 to play in the first quarter. And the Gophers facing a very long 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 29. Have to get to the 39 to convert. Following a big sack. The first Blackhawk to get there was Peyton Cross. Knocked the quarterback off his balance. And then Eli Kolb and Jacob Jones get back there to finish off the job. So once again, not allowing anything on the ground.
So far, so good on the defense.
Dunford for the Gophers going to come out in the shotgun. Has 4 wideouts.
Wonder what this could be.
Snaps, immediately looks to his right, back to his left now. It's a nice short cross, but he's going to get blown up right at the 15. So a short gain going to bring up 4th down for the Gophers, and they're going to punt this one away. It looks like, just like the last punt, you're going to have Alexander and DeCrane back deep to receive this punt. Once again, number 11, Caden Davis on to kick it away for the Gophers. Oh, the punt almost gets blocked. It's going to be fielded by DeCrane on a run. Runs right into a defender, though. Ball going to be spotted at the 39 of the Gophers, so the Blackhawks short field to work with now. Actually back it up to the 40.
It's a good spot.
No, they're going to move it to the 39. I was going to say, but both sideline officials were standing at the 39, and then the man in the middle of the field placed it at the 40. But they exchanged the football and move it back up to the 39. 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks. It's going to be another option. Pitch out to Peyton Cross. He's going to run into 2 defenders, still fight forward a few yards. Gets out to the 38. It's only a gain of 1 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 9. Gophers, for the most part, doing a good job making sure the Blackhawks don't get that edge. The Hawks might have to stick to that inside rush. The 2nd and 9, ball at the Gopher 38. It's going to be Cross the deep back, Bales at the fullback. And that's going to be a false start.
Everybody moved but the center.
So back them up 5 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 14 now. If you're just joining us, I'm not sure that the starting center ever came back. We thought it was just a cramp, but it might be something more. I don't believe Robinson has come back out there. Had some bad exchanges when they switched out the center last week.
Right.
So far, mostly been clean except for that last play. So 2nd and 14. And Alexander looking to his left. He's going to launch it down there for DeCrane, and he didn't see it coming from behind him. That ball just underthrown. Little wobbler floater out there by Alexander. It's hard to throw that deep ball while on the run, too.
Right.
Had a man coming for his face. So bring up 3rd and 14 now. And if the Blackhawks throw it on 2nd, they will probably throw it on 3rd now.
See if they come out with the same play.
Out on the far side for the Hawks, going to be number 23, Dane Vogie. Cross in motion. It's going to be a pitch to Cross. He's going to fight forward. There's a flag on the play, though. So we'll see what that is. I would imagine it's going to be a hold on the edge there. Back them up 10 more yards, I bet.
That was less of a pitch and more of a shove the football out to the
guy.
guy.
Yep, and it is going to be a hold against the Hawks.
Silly mistakes.
They're going to get backed up back to their own side of the field. Well, let's see, actually. Because if you decline it, I mean, it's still going to be 4th down.
Right.
Yep, he's going to take the penalty. So the Gophers will back him up 10 more yards. And the Blackhawks, now on their own side of the field, have to get past the 30 on the Gopher side. Both offenses making big mistakes the last 2 drives.
Let's see what they got.
3rd and 23. Once again, Blackhawks got to get to pretty much the 29-yard line on the other side.
False start.
Going to roll out to his left. He gets hit. And that pass going to fall incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, it definitely could have been a false start. They got away with that one.
Yeah. So the Gophers, fans at least, coming to life. It's going to be on the Blackhawk defense. Stand tall once again. Blackhawks kind of punted away for the first time tonight. Eli Cole going to punt it away. Done an excellent job so far this season. Ball's going to bounce at the 20, take a Blackhawk bounce. Going to be fielded, though. Makes a man miss, cuts it back inside, and gets hit right at the 28. Nice hit by number 56 of the Blackhawks, Owen Treach, to get down there on punt coverage. Just over a minute now left to play in the first quarter. It'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 29 of the Gophers. Dunford going to be under center this time. Got a man in motion. Another man in motion, and it's going to be a pitch trying to get to the outside. Not going to be able to do it, though. Gets to about the 30. Excellent job on the edge there by Mason Robinson.
Good eyes. Saw it coming.
Cross almost got to him in the backfield. Wasn't able to, but Robinson did an excellent job sealing that edge. To bring up 2nd and 9 now. Once again, that Blackhawk run defense, just tough. I mean, there's nothing else to...
Pretty unmatched, really.
Dunford going to give it up. Tried cutting it upfield in the middle, but going to be gang tackled by literally every member of the Blackhawk defense.
Yeah.
After a gain of 1, going to bring up 3rd and 8. That was pretty incredible. Every single white jersey, I think, gets an assist on that tackle. With under 10 seconds left, I would imagine they're going to let this clock expire, and they will. So at the end of 1, Blackhawks on top, 7-0. Watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Additional sponsor for tonight's game is Blackhawk Ag Solutions. Blackhawk Ag Solutions was formed with the customer in mind. Being farmers themselves, they know what works and what doesn't when it comes to service. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for you, the customer. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School for the start of the second quarter. Blackhawks on top 7-0. But the Gophers of Clinton Prairie trying to get a little bit momentum going on their side. Shut down the Blackhawk offense that last drive on defense, and then the fans came alive a little bit. Let's see what they do here on 3rd down. Looking down the left side, got 2 defenders out there and nothing doing. Well defended by the Blackhawks. Once again, 2 guys out there. I believe it was Grinstead and DeCrane. The intended receiver, number 11, Caden Davis. So it'll be 4th down now, deep in their own end, and I would imagine they're going to punt this one away.
I would think so.
So once again, Blackhawk defense doing their job.
Pretty solid on both ends. The line and the pass defense look good.
Just got to get that offense going a little bit more.
Yeah, and lose the little mental mistakes, the stupid little penalties that are eating away.
Yep. It's going to be another decent punt. Fielded by Alexander at about his own 30. Makes a man miss, though. Trying to get to the outside and does. Gets to the 40. He's got one man to beat, and he gets tripped up. So an excellent job by Dunford to come over there and save that touchdown. Alexander had one guy to beat and just got shoestrung. Oh, but there is a flag.
Let's see what we got.
Back there, it's a likely hold on, or no, block in the back on the Blackhawks.
That hurts.
Well, I'm glad he got tackled then.
Right.
it's much worse when you take it all the way and then it comes all the way back there.
It hurts a little less when it's, just a normal.
Yep. It'll be, 10 yards from that spot?
Yeah.
So back the Blackhawks up to the 35 on their side of the field. First and 10, ball at the 35 of the Blackhawks. This time in the shotgun. It's going to be a give to Cross. He's got a big hole, makes a man miss, runs over another one, fights off another tackler. He's got two guys, finally bring him down, but not before he gets past midfield.
I love watching Cross run.
Yeah. First and 10 again. Peyton Cross, just a train. Gets out past the midfield marker. So put them on the Gopher side already. Ball placed at the 49. Once again, Blackhawks in the shotgun. It's a high snap. Alexander gets it back down, though. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not going to do it. Going to be brought down at the 49-yard line on the Blackhawks side of the field now.
Yeah, props to saving it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's best case scenario right there.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play by Alexander to not let that ball get over his head. You don't have to hike it too high to get over his head, though. I'm sorry.
Jeez, Daniel.
I like him. That's what I say about people I like. Anyway.
Right?
Second and 12. Blackhawks back under center now. It's going to be option. He just keeps it himself. Fights forward to about the original line of scrimmage. Just shy of it, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 11. That play was blown up pretty much from the beginning.
Right.
Blackhawks in the situation here, 3rd and 11. Call it 10 and a half. Got to get to the other side of the 40. I don't see DeCrane out there, so if they throw it, it'll be a surprise for everybody. And he's going to drop back to throw it, pass it out in the flat to Cross. He's being pursued, shakes off a tackler. He's going to get past the sticks and possibly more. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Blackhawks. A short little screen pass to Peyton Cross. Goes almost 50 yards for a touchdown, and the Blackhawks extend that lead to 13.
It's an interesting little screener, or somewhat of a screener.
Yeah, I thought Dunford was going to get him down for a loss.
Right.
And then once he stiff-armed him, that was pretty much fair sailing for Peyton Cross. Let's see if Owen Bell can convert this extra point. Beautifully did it the first time out. Snap is down. The kick is up. I think it was blocked. Yep. It's going to be short. So 9:41 to play in the first half. Blackhawks extend that lead 13-0 now. We're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks extend the lead following a 49-yard touchdown connection on a screen pass from Alexander to Peyton Cross, and the Blackhawks extend that lead.
A couple of passes tonight have been big plays for the Hawks, which is not the usual.
Yeah, once again, the Blackhawk pass attack, it's one of those things where it's not really used to saying the Blackhawk pass attack.
It's weird. It has a weird mouthfeel, doesn't it?
But, I mean, they've got quite a few touchdowns this year through the air. Possibly something to see going forward. Again, quarterback only a sophomore, making good decisions throwing the ball. Like I said, he has not thrown an interception yet this season. I believe it's 4 touchdown passes now. Jones' short little kick going to be bounced at the 20, picked up by the Gophers, run all the way out to the 33. Number 5, Dunford. Or I'm sorry, that's number 6. Jacobs, the freshman for the Gophers, was the man who fielded that kick. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Gophers, and they'll try to get some offense going. Their biggest play came again, I feel like I say it every week, on a pass play that just kind of broke apart.
Right.
But they got about 30 yards on it and haven't really been able to move the ball since. Dunford under center. Man in motion. And it looks like the Gophers moved a little early. Yep. All start on the Gophers, back them up 5.
Well, at least both teams tonight are making little silly mistakes.
Yeah. Gophers come in 4-0 on the season. Blackhawks 3-1. Hawks trying to end that perfect season run for the Gophers. If they're successful, I haven't mentioned it yet, but I'll mention it now. If the Blackhawks win tonight, they become only the 3rd team in state history to achieve 700 wins as a school. The only other 2, they join the ranks with Indianapolis Cathedral and Evansville Rights. So they'd be the first public school to achieve that. And that ball is going to be underthrown. Yeah, the Blackhawks become the first public school to achieve 700 if they hold on to this game and defeat the Gophers here tonight. Big accomplishment.
Oh, yeah.
For the program, for the town. I mean, everybody that's come through that school. You included, Nick.
Yep.
We were doing the math. How many wins?
We said 54.
54 that you were a part of?
Yeah.
Coach Wright was a part of 438.
Yeah.
63%. It's going to be a keeper by Dunford. Makes a man miss, but maybe gets half a yard on the play. So bring up 3rd and long for the Gophers. Once again, the Blackhawk run defense continues to do their job. Ball's going to be placed at the 28 of the Gophers. This is undoubtedly a passing situation.
I would think so.
Gophers got to get to the 43. Ball placed at the 28. It's going to be a little sweep around the end, and he's going to be smacked right at the 30 by about 2 Blackhawks. Jacob Jones in there on the tackle, as well as number 75, Dagan Johnson. The Blackhawks going to force another punt.
Good job.
As the sun is setting in the horizon. It's one of the few stadiums where we actually stare at it, Nick.
Yeah.
So Alexander and DeCrane standing at about their own 35-yard line to field this punt. Going to be kicked by Caden Davis. Put a boomer out there last time. It's going to be another little sideways bouncer, and DeCrane's going to field it at the 38, and he's going to be wrapped down at about the 38. I'm sorry, that's the 34. Just under 8 minutes to play now left in this first half. First half that has moved quickly. Feels like we've Just barely started.
Right?
Let's see what the Blackhawks do here. 1st and 10. Touchdowns on the ground and through the air. Alexander takes a snap, going to give it to Cross right up the middle. Fights through 4 different guys. Got a guy around his ankles, finally brings him down, but not before he gets the first down.
Jeez. He's such a train. He really is.
I think he ran through an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman.
I think so, too.
Like, who were actually engaged in a block.
Right. Like, between them.
Yeah, he just lowered his head and said, no, guys, I got to go here.
You're in my way.
Yep, 1st and 10, ball at the 45 of the Blackhawks. Once again, Cross the deep back, Bales the fullback. Kolb in motion. Going to be give to Cross, and he kind of tripped right as he got the ball. So that's going to go down as a loss for the Blackhawks. Loss of 1 on the play. Or actually, nope, 2. So it's 2nd and 12 coming up. Not sure what happened there, but
Kind of broke up real quick.
yeah, just the fact that he got the ball was all right, though, because the
Right.
exchange, even though he tripped, the exchange wasn't terrible. So
No,
that's really what you're worried about in those situations.
exactly.
That ball comes out. It's going to be another give to Cross. He fights. I thought that was him coming through the hole.
I did, too. I don't know if he blew up his own
I was
guy.
going to say, I think he blew up Bales.
Sent Bales 5 yards.
But that's going to be a positive gain, about 3, so bring up 3rd and 9 now, and the Hawks back in 3rd and long territory. Let's see what they do. Thrown it a few times in this situation, but I think they converted one earlier on the ground about this distance too.
Yeah.
Blackhawks showing their versatility on offense. It's going to be Alexander under center. And he's going to keep it himself. Thought about it. It's a nice job by the Gophers to blow that up. And they're going to say he was down, though. The ball came out after he got flipped about 3 different times, but they're going to say he was down. It's a fortunate call for the Hawks. We'll bring up 4th and 9. Obviously, the home fans don't like it, understandably. But Eli Kolb will come on to punt it away again. And I'll tell you what, every time Kolb kicks this away, it makes me think he might be able to do it on the next level.
Right.
Good kick, and it's going to be a low snap. Gathers it up, though. Gets the punt away. It's going to bounce at the 25, fielded at the 20. Going to be smacked by about 4 different Blackhawks. So he's going to be brought down at the 27.
Pretty brave to field it.
Yeah.
There's a swarm of Hawks there already.
Yeah, that punt fielded by Jacob Wilson, the junior for the Gophers. Again, ball at the 27, going to be 1st and 10.
They're ready to go already.
5:22 to play in this first half. Gophers want to get on the board. Dunford takes the snap. Going to be an option to the outside. Gets it out to his man. Tries cutting it upfield. Fights forward across the 30 out to about the 32. So a nice positive gain for the Gophers. Brings up 2nd and 5. And once again, they hurry to the line. Trying to up the tempo here on the Hawks. Another man in motion. It's going to be a give right up the middle. Met by the linebackers. About a yard gain on the play. We'll bring up 3rd and 4.
It's another good job by the front.
Yeah, the Blackhawk front 4 controlling, well, sometimes it's 5. Either way, that front line controlling every offensive line pretty much this season with exception of Western Boone. But even them, they didn't run the ball necessarily any level that they were kind of used to.
Yeah.
Had to do a lot of it through the air. 3rd and 4. Man in motion for the Gophers. They gave the Hawks time to get back on side.
He's choosing something.
And it looks like the Gophers going to use a timeout. It'll be their second of the half. So with 4:09 to play in the first half, Blackhawks still lead 13-0. Watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie. 4:09 to play in this first half. Blackhawks lead 13-0. 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Gophers. Ball placed at the 33 on the Gophers side of the field. Blackhawk defense, same story, different night so far this season. Doing an excellent job shutting down the opposing offenses. The Gophers have a shot to get a first down here. 3rd and 4. He's going to roll out to his right, going to be met by DeCrane, and then Dagan Johnson gets in there. So a big loss of almost 5. Well, actually, it is 5.
It's 5, yeah.
And the Blackhawk defense once again shutting down the run. So back it up 4th and 9. I imagine they are going to punt this one away once again.
Defense is on it tonight.
Caden Davis once again in to punt it away. Alexander and DeCrane back deep to field the punt. It's a good snap. Almost blocked again, but it's sidewinding right out of bounds. We'll see where they spot this ball. The official decides it's going to be at the 46 of the Blackhawks, and that's where their next possession will begin.
Still plenty of time here.
1st and 10, ball at the Blackhawk 46. And it looks like false start on the Blackhawks. So back them up 5 more yards. Mental mistakes, Nicholas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is a low enough scoring game that these little mental mistakes like that could come back and just bite you.
3:20 left to play in the first half. Ball spotted now at the 41 of the Blackhawks. They're not in any big hurry. Never really are, though.
No. I mean, I like to see there was some hustle there at the beginning of the game up to the line, like right now, but just never in a huge hurry.
Blackhawks with 2 wide receivers out there. Going to roll out to his left. He's got no room to go. Wrapped down inside the 35. Going to back him up to the 33. And the Blackhawks got a 3rd and really far back now. I'm sorry, it's going to be 2nd down.
They may go to the air here.
Well, they were trying to go to the air there.
Yeah.
I would imagine, yeah, they're definitely going to the air now. Second and 24, wholesale changes as DeCrane goes trotting off, and Kolb and Grinstead come running in. Clock continues to wind. 2nd and 24. It's going to be a triple option. Pitch out to Cross. He's going to try to shake off a tackler and does. Still fighting forward, breaking off tackles. My goodness. Out to the 50. He might be gone. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. And let's see. They're going to say touchdown, Blackhawks.
Man.
He's just a train.
What can you say?
No, I mean, Peyton Cross, the strength of that young man.
Absolute unit.
The Gophers should have had him down, I mean, probably in the backfield. He stiff arms one guy and, again, breaks off a few more tackles. And You don't expect a guy that is that strong, that big, to be that fast.
He's got wheels.
Yeah. The Blackhawks extend the lead 19-0 now, and they might go for 2 here since they missed that last extra point.
It looks like it, that's for sure.
Let's see what they draw up here. Bales the fullback. Going to beat a cross. He's going to be met right at the handoff point. They read that a mile away. But either way, 19-0, 2:15 left to play in the first half. Blackhawks extend the lead. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks extend the lead on another unbelievable Peyton Cross run. That one wasn't a little pass. It was just straight up run.
Just power run.
I believe that ball was, what was that, almost a 70-yard run?
Close
Something
to,
like that, yeah.
Right around it.
The Blackhawks were facing a 2nd and 24 when it happened. And Cross took it house for the second time tonight, and the Blackhawks extend that lead 19-0 now. And the Gophers offense wants to respond in a big way. Haven't really been able to do anything on the Blackhawk defense. As senior Jacob Jones going to line up to kick this one away once again. Puts his foot into it. It's going to be a short one this time. Fielded about the 27, but excellent job. I'm not sure who came around that edge. Number 80 for the Hawks. Let's see, Eric Retz came sprinting around that edge, and the returner didn't even see him coming from behind. Wrapped him up after a short return. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Gophers. Ball at the 29-yard line. Four wide set out of the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle, hit that hole fast, but the Blackhawks there to shut it down for a gain of 2, bring up 2nd and 8. Number 34, Jacob Wilson, the ball carrier on that play. 2nd and 8. Once again, 4 wideouts. Dunford takes a snap immediately, looks to his right, gets his man out there. He's just not able to bring in the ball.
Even if he would have grabbed it, he had nowhere to go.
The intended receiver, number 11, Caden Davis. I think he saw possibly the 2 guys coming right at him.
Yeah.
It shook him a little bit.
It's a good job by the Hawks defense, though. Ever ready.
3rd and 7. It's a minute and a half left to play in this first half. It's been slowed down the last little bit. Both teams going to the air a little bit. And Dunford fooled everybody. But all the wide receivers are ready to go. But that'll back them up 5 yards. So call it 3rd and 12 now upcoming. Once again, Gophers going to have 4 wideouts now. Hawks have done a good job defending against 4 wideouts so far tonight. They've done it quite a few times. It's going to be a give right up the middle, going to be shut down once again for a short gain of maybe 1 on the play.
Nowhere to go.
So that'll bring up 4th down. And I imagine a punt upcoming. And the official is trying to get the clock rolling. For some reason it didn't roll on that 3rd down play. So my clock's going to be wrong now. Fourth and 12. Crane and Alexander standing at their own 40. Once again, punt almost blocked. It's going to be fair caught by Alexander. He dropped it.
Still got it.
Yep, still got it. So it's going to be Blackhawk ball at the 39. Let's see if they come out trying to score real quick or if just call a play, take a little time off, maybe just try to get it to halftime here.
I mean, you always want to treat every drive the same, but I'm guessing probably a play.
Yeah. I mean, a minute's a long time, especially when you've taken
especially
two.
when you got Peyton Cross
Yeah.
to run 70 yards in 20 seconds.
Alexander under center again. It's going to be a give to Bales this time. Cuts it across the defense, and he's got room to run too. Going to be shoestring tackled though. Brought down at the 41. So I don't know if they were trying to do anything big there, but still gets about
broke it
15
up, yeah.
yards.
Little breakouts.
It's going to be a give to Bales once again. Tried cutting it upfield and does. Gets out to just shy of the 35, maybe the 36. Bring up 2nd and 5.
Hurry up, hurry up.
I mean, the Hawks, obviously, they're not just sitting back trying to get to halftime here. Bales once again going to be shut down that time, though. Maybe a loss on the play, and it's going to be a late flag come
For
in.
what?
They're going to call it, I believe, on the quarterback for telling a dude to get off him. I've never seen an unsportsmanlike, or not unsportsmanlike, but
Personal foul?
personal foul called on the quarterback for getting a dude off of him.
Right.
But that's what it looked like. Yeah, personal foul, unnecessary roughness is going to be on the Blackhawks.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
It's all right, though.
Right.
Only 25 seconds left. The Blackhawks don't really have anything to worry about. It's going to be 15-yard penalty. Back them up back to their own side of the field. Let's see what the Hawks do here.
They can literally do nothing. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not sure. All I know is I saw the gopher go down
Right.
late, but I find it hard to believe.
And his back was to him,
Again,
so all he
I
thought
find
was
it
that
hard
dude
to
was coming
believe.
up after a play.
Yeah, I
and
find it
shoving
hard to
him.
believe that the 5'6" sophomore kind of threw down a big guy.
Right.
But anyway,
Whatever. It is what it is.
yep. 3rd and 19,
They may just run the clock
and
out.
the Hawks don't actually have to run this play. There's about a second difference between the game clock and the play clock. Yep, and they're going to come out and just let the time expire. So at the half, Blackhawks lead 19-0 here in Clinton Prairie. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School at the half. Blackhawks on top 19-0 following two big conversions by Peyton Cross, and Zach Bales tacked on the other touchdown. Nick, what can you say about Peyton Cross?
Dude's an absolute unit. I mean, He's fast, he's big, he's strong. He blows up plays that he shouldn't blow up and breaks out where he shouldn't break out. It's just, he's a tank.
Yeah, the senior absolutely making his presence felt here tonight, as he does normally every game, but especially here tonight. 2 big touchdown runs by him, and he is a big part of why the Blackhawks lead 19-0. And again, Nick, another week down and another week where this defense seems like they can't do anything wrong.
Right. Defense, I mean, it's dang near perfect defense tonight. Offense has given me a little bit to be desired. I'd like to see the penalties cleaned up like 100%. Those have to go. I mean, you're going to get into a situation eventually where they're going to bite you in the butt. I mean, we're still only a 3-touchdown game, so they're not hurting them yet. The Blackhawks haven't been hurt this season yet by it, but it could happen.
Well, the most notable thing about the offense was that their starting center went down.
Yeah.
I don't think Joey Robinson ever came back. I'm going to try to find somebody that might know something about that. But either way, we thought it was a cramp initially.
Right.
But then he hadn't come back yet, and that's normally not cramp situation.
No, that's ankle-foot injury territory.
So we'll try to get an update on that during the half. But either way, at the half, Blackhawks lead 19-0. We're going to step aside for our usual halftime break. You are watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighting, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
At Wilson Farm Market, we know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Knighting. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Knighting.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Bob Lovell. This is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Knighting. And Paul, I tell you what, it's a crazy time. We're at week number 4 in high school football. We are, getting ready for girls golf next week. The draw for unified flag football comes up soon. Now is when you earn your money as a member of the IHSAA staff and member institutions, because this is what we're in business for.
It absolutely is. And you know what, Coach? I wouldn't want to have it any other way, or I wouldn't want to do anything else. I think this is just such a special time of the year that, teams have been playing. They've been working hard. We've talked about how hard they work in the summer, but now we're into the middle of the season, or in girls golf, we're coming to the end, and now we're going to start handing out trophies. We're going to start handing out that hardware, and I think that just brings another level of excitement. It puts all the pieces of the puzzle that coaches have developed along the way together, and now these teams are gearing up and really trying to make a strong tournament run. And here it is. We're going to celebrate state championship in golf in 3 short weeks.
Well, to get to that point, though, you have to have an infrastructure that works. You have to have a philosophy that everybody's on board with. You have to have goals and aspirations for an education-based athletic program, not only individually but around the state. And that's what these meetings that you've been having continue to have with the principals are all about, for them to voice concerns, bring up concerns that they have, share best practices, and just make sure that everybody understands why we do what we do.
I think that is well said, Coach. Well said. And, I think we can never forget why we do what we do. In an education system that we have that's been around for a lot of years, we have facilities that are packed with fans that, one, they support their schools, 2, they support the kids in the school just like when they were there, and 3, they're supporting kids that are going to come back into their community and be the mechanic, they're going to be the school teacher, they're going to be the radio broadcaster, the sports guy like yourself, and these systems are celebrated at such a level. When we have an athletic first system, like we certainly see summer participation and the AAU circuit, we got 25 people in the gym watching kids play, and that's not what goes on during the regular school year. And we have communities that come out and make it an event. I mean, they're there eating the hot dogs and the concessions and hanging out with their high school teammates with the remember win stories, but also there to watch the kids in their community grow in that education first system.
Well, they need to be reminded from time to time. We're talking with Paul Neidig on our weekly conversation with the commissioner of the IHSAA. Commissioner, I'm sure, too, you have to remind people from time to time that the rules and guidelines are established by the member institutions, and the job of the IHSAA is to carry out the rules that the membership votes on.
That's exactly right. There's not one bylaw in that book that's not been approved by our board of directors or reviewed with the membership. And I think it always is done with the lens is this rule that we're applying here today, that is it best for the last kid who makes the team? And I think that's the lens that we have to have, because every time a student walks through and gains eligibility and not told the truth or done it under false pretense, Coach, I really think a lot about that kid who doesn't get to play, that kid who may not make the team, that kid who doesn't get to be with that coach, that kid who doesn't get that opportunity to develop when we have an athletic first transfer. And again, I told the athletic directors and principals today, please let me know who that kid is, because I'll drive to your school and I'll apologize to that kid who doesn't get the opportunity, because I think what we do is that important for every kid in the program.
Great place to end. He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. Our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Get out, spend your $5 on all the events in your community, and watch some great action in the high school ranks in our state. We'll join you next week. Commissioner, thanks so much. Have a great week.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
At Wilson Farm Market, we know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Additional sponsors for tonight's game include More Etc., The Farmers Bank, Blackhawk Ag, Legacy Images, Handmade on Main, Sheridan Main Street First Friday, and Biddle Poland's. Bragg Sports Media would like to thank all of our partners for their continued support. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School for the start of the third quarter. Blackhawks lead after the first half, 19-0. Blackhawks will receive the opening kick of the second half. Have a chance to stretch that lead once again. Once again, if you missed the post or the one mention I made in the first half, the Blackhawks hold on. They will become the first public school in Indiana history to achieve 700 wins. Nick, they first started playing football in 1898. I didn't even know that was a thing.
One of the first teams, apparently, actually, from what I was told before the game.
Blackhawks going to field that punt, and Bale's just going to drop on it. Ball going to be placed at the 39-yard line. But yeah, 1898, Coach Wright, to this point, 438 wins as head coach of the Blackhawks, plus any wins that he might have gotten while a player. It's insane.
Right.
As a coach, he accrued almost 63% of the 700 wins. So 1st and 10. And Bale's going to get that one, going to fight forward across the 40, not much further, so a short little gain of about 3 on the play, bring up 2nd and 7. We did find out that Joey Robinson is back in there. I guess he was back in there for the last drive, those few plays right before the half. Coaches said they taped up his ankle and he's good to go. 2nd and 7. Going to be a give to Cross. He's running downhill, going to find his hole and more, fighting off more tackles. Gets all the way down to the 41.
Runs. The way he runs.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I said he's running downhill. I mean, it just looks, he's got so much momentum.
Right.
It's almost like someone's pushing him through those holes.
It's not that he's fighting for the yards. That's just the slowdown time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Peyton Cross pretty much running over everybody here tonight. It's going to be another give to Cross. Cuts it back across the middle, fights through another tackle, gets out to another first down.
Back to back. So 1st and 10, ball at the 29, and the Blackhawks quickly threatening in Gopher territory. Going to be another give to Cross. He's actually going to get hit in the backfield this time. Still trying to fight, though. So it's going to be a loss of 1, maybe 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 12. There's only so many times. I mean, again, he's an incredible athlete, but when you're carrying around that weight, you got to give him a breath. Right. He's not getting much in the way of a breather there.
It's a 2nd and 12. Cross still the deep back. Bale's the fullback. It's going to be a give to Jacob Jones, who cuts it to the outside. He might be gone. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Blackhawks. Jacob Jones tacks on his 3rd touchdown of the season, 1st of the night. And the Blackhawks extend that lead 25-0 now, pending an extra point.
What do you think? Think they'll go for 2?
I mean, I guess you could.
Right.
Try to get it to 27. I don't see Owen Bell out there, so I think they are going to go for it. They tried going for it last time. They scored a touchdown, and that was quickly snuffed out by the Gophers. See what they draw up here, though. DeCrane is in the backfield this time. Split backfield with Bales and DeCrane. It's going to be a pitch out to DeCrane. Going to throw, halfback pass to Cross, and the 2-point conversion is good. So 10-14 still to play in this third quarter. Blackhawks extend the lead 27-0. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Prairie. The Blackhawks strike quickly on their first drive of the second half. Extend that lead 27-0 now. Less than 2 minutes have expired on the clock in this second half. And senior Jacob Jones, the man that ran it in for the Hawks, 2-point conversion, a nice little halfback pass thrown by DeCrane to Peyton Cross, and Jacob Jones going to put his foot into it to get another drive possibly going for the Gophers. He's got room to run. It's the best return for the Gophers so far. Gets out to the other side of the 40. Let's see what the Gophers offense can do following the halftime break. Not a lot doing in that first half. Ball going to be spotted at the 42. See if the Blackhawk defense can keep that momentum going. Pretty much dominance throughout that first half.
Oh, yeah.
Dunford in the shotgun's going to give it on an end and around. Johnson's able to reach out and bring him down. Bales was in there also, but Dagan Johnson reached out there, got his shoulder pad, and didn't let go for a loss of 2 on the play, bring up 2nd and 12. And again, this front line continues to be a force to deal with this season. As the Gophers get the signal from the sideline, all of them looking at, they've all got those armbands on there.
They do, yeah.
Dunford in the shotgun, trips to the far side, immediately looks to the short side, though, and it's almost picked.
Oh, man.
It went right through the hands of Trent DeCrane, and he's crushed. Just how easy that pick should have been. The intended receiver, number 11, Caden Davis.
Got him the numbers.
And the Gophers now with a 3rd down coming up. Yeah, Dunford looking that way the whole way, and DeCrane jumped that route. Just not able to pick that ball off.
That's okay.
A little bit of changes for the Gophers now. It's going to have trips on the near side this time. And it looks like the Gophers going to use their first timeout of the half. I want to talk about it. With 9:10 to play in the in the third quarter, Blackhawks lead 27-0. You're watching Blackhawk football at Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks lead 27-0. 3rd and 12 upcoming for the Gophers. 9:10 left to play in the third quarter, so still a lot of game to play. The Gophers trying to avoid getting to that ominous 35-point deficit now.
It's getting there.
It's very much real when the Blackhawks are only 8 points away from it.
Right.
1 score and a 2-point conversion, and we get a running clock. And I think that's become almost a sense of pride for a lot of teams. You know, okay, you can beat us, but don't get a running clock on us, kind of thing. Gophers came in tonight 4-0. Man in motion Dunford takes a snap, looking in the flat, decided not to throw it. It's going to get wrapped down by Jacob Jones, the senior, for a big loss. And once again, the Blackhawk defense doing everything right. Going to force another punt by the Gophers.
Another solid stand.
Number 11, Caden Davis, in to punt it away once again. Had some decent ones so far tonight. That punt almost gets blocked once again, but it's a good punt. Spiraling, DeCrane going to field it, but get immediately tackled. It's a nice job on the coverage by the Gophers. But the Blackhawks will take possession at their own 48-yard line. Still only 52 yards from that end zone, Nick.
Yep, it's a good spot.
See what the Blackhawks draw up here. They looked much more composed in that first drive of this half.
Yeah, it was very fluid.
1st and 10. It's going to be a pitch out to Cross this time. Going to shake one off his ankles, push forward across the 50 out to about the 48. Be a gain of 4 on the play, bring up 2nd and 6. And Blackhawks just going to ride Cross pretty much until he looks over at the sideline and says, "Stop it," which I don't know he'll ever do. Yeah,
He'll say more.
Yep. Second and 6. It's going to be another give to Cross right up the middle. Got lead blockers. He's got room to run. Gets to the 20, 15, 10. He's going to be brought down shy of that end zone, but he gets all the way down to about the 7. So bring up 1st and goal for the Hawks now.
Now let him finish it. Give him do it again. Timeout.
Timeout, believe, going to be, is it the Gophers?
Yeah, it's Gophers.
The Gophers using their second timeout of the half already. Blackhawks 1st and goal upcoming. 27-0 your lead.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks on top 27-0 right now. 7:35 to play still in the third quarter. And they're facing a 1st and goal down on the, call it the 7 or 8 yard line. Following a big run once again by Peyton Cross. Has taken the Blackhawks tonight up on his shoulders. They're really broad and doing an excellent job with it. 2 big touchdowns already, and they're knocking on the door. See if he gets his 3rd one. Alexander takes snap, gives it off to Cross. Cross following his lead blockers, pushing forward. Going to be just shy. I believe they're going to get him down at the 2. We'll bring up 2nd and goal. Hey, Nick, you think you go to him again?
I would. We know he's good for at least 3 yards.
No, that's the thing. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't.
That's the thing. I mean,
they could change it up, that quick exchange.
Even on a bad run, he gets 2 or 3 yards.
2nd and goal. Going to be another give to Cross. He's going to get right in there. Touchdown, Blackhawks.
Beautifully done.
The Blackhawks tack on one more, and they're going to go for 2. You can see the fingers up in the air on the other side already. If the Hawks are able to convert this, we will be in a running clock situation. Not even halfway through the third quarter. See what they do here. Alexander under center. It's going to be a quick give to Bales, who's able to barrel in there for the 2-point conversion. So Blackhawks extend the lead 35-0. 7:02 to play in the third quarter. We're going to have a running clock when we come back. Watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks extend that lead once again, now 35-0, and we will have a running clock as soon as they kick this back to Clinton Prairie. Hawks operating once again another week where they're operating at all cylinders go. Peyton Cross with 3 touchdowns. He just got in there again. Bales with 1. Jacob Jones with 1. Once again, the running attack of the Blackhawks operating at a high level. Once again, a win tonight achieves the first public school in Indiana history to get 700 wins as a school. And that one bounces off the chest of the recipient, but he's got a hole going to be quickly closed up, though, by the Hawks. Ball going to be placed at the 33, and the Blackhawks win 700 potentially tonight. Once again, it would become the first public school to do it. The only 2 other schools in the state that have ever done such a feat. Cathedral and Evansville Rights. Big achievement for everyone that has ever played football for the Blackhawks. It's going to be a pitch around the outside. He gets that edge and runs out of bounds. About the 37-yard line. Let's see where they spot. Yeah, the 37. So to bring up 2nd and 7. It's going to be a give right up the middle. Nice spin move to make one man miss, but he's going to be wrapped up by Bales right at the 40. Let's bring up 3rd and 4 now. Once again, a running clock going forward. We'll see how the Blackhawk offense, how quickly they make changes when they get the ball next. Going to be a triple option right up the middle. Blackhawk defense snuffs that out for no gain.
Good job.
Bring up 4th down.
Just swallowing them up. Good job.
They gave him about a half yard. 4th and 3.5. I'm not going to change it. Call it about 4th and 4.
They're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Got nothing to lose at this point.
Right.
Nothing but pride on the line now. Dunford under center. And it looks like Gophers going to use their final timeout of the evening. Still with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Blackhawks on top, 35-0. Watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by Bragg Insurance. For all of your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs, call your local insurance agency, Bragg Insurance Agency in Sheridan, your friends in the insurance business. and by More Etc. More Etc. has been doing screen printing and embroidery for the Sheridan community since 1996. Call Sarah Moore for your Sheridan spirit wear or business apparel. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks on top big here. And it's a fourth down. It's going to be a fumble by the Gophers. Either way, it's going to be a turnover on downs. But the Blackhawks force the fumble and will take over at the 40, about the 40-yard line of the Gophers. So a short field here. Let's see if they send out the first team, and it looks like they do. They might be giving some of them a rest, though. I notice Robinson, who went down with an injury earlier, is still on the sideline. Kolb now running off. Nope, Robinson's coming back out.
Robinson's back out, yeah.
Yeah, and there's Cross. At first, I didn't see Cross. So first team's still out there. Going to be a give to Jones right up the middle, pushing forward, spinning off another tackler, and he's still on his feet. He's going to get in there. 10-5, touchdown, Blackhawks. First play from scrimmage on that possession results in another touchdown for the Blackhawks. And Owen Bell will come on to kick it away, or not kick it away, but attempt the extra point. Big night for seniors Jacob Jones and Peyton Cross. The kick looks beautiful. The kick is good. So tack on one more. The Blackhawks lead 42-0. 3:32 to play in the third quarter. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks tack on one more touchdown just to make sure. 42-0 following a Jacob Jones nice run for about 40 yards. And the Blackhawks lead 42-0. And pending some pretty magical things for the Gophers, Blackhawks going to get out of here with win number 700 as a school. Once again, it's just a tribute to any person, any player really, that ever put on the jersey in the history of Sheridan football, going all the way back to 1898, which is an insane number. That ball going to bounce off the head, and he just had to dive back on it. Number 34, Jacob Wilson for the Gophers. Ball did a little bounce, did a little dance around his head, and then finally found it.
Been like that a few times now. They've had, problems getting the ball.
Yeah, it's hard to field it off a bounce because ball's unpredictable, especially it's not a spiral or anything.
Right.
So 1st and 10 for the Gophers. Under 3 minutes now to play in the third quarter. Number 5, Dunford, the quarterback for the Gophers, coming out under center. It's going to be a pitch around the outside. He's got met by DeCrane, and then 5 more Blackhawks come in there. Excellent job by Trent DeCrane to shut that down, and now a flag comes in. I bet somebody said something.
Someone's getting mouthy.
Yeah, somebody got mouthy out there.
Mouthy, and we got a hurt player.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely got a hurt player down. So we will take a step aside. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968. turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Additional sponsor for tonight's game is Blackhawk Ag Solutions. Blackhawk Ag Solutions was formed with the customer in mind. Being farmers themselves, they know what works and what doesn't when it comes to service. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for you, the customer. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks on top 42-0. The injured player, number 11, Caden Davis, was able to get up and actually run off the field. So good news for that young man. It's going to be a give, and the Blackhawks quickly snuffed that one out. First player there was number 56, Owen Treach, and then Kolb came in there to assist. The Blackhawks get another tackle for a loss. They did get, during the break, a personal foul for unnecessary roughness. But it wasn't an automatic first down, and now following that play, 3rd and 5 upcoming for the Gophers. Got to get to their own 29-yard line. And the shotgun trips right on the near side. It's going to be a give right up the middle and swallowed up by about 4 instantly in white shirts. Going to back them up 1 more yard, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And even though it doesn't really matter, I can't imagine you're going to go for it here so deep in your own end zone.
And they might. We'll see.
It looks like they're going to go for it.
Offense. They're checking. Everyone looks their watch at the same time.
Blackhawk number 1 defense is still out there.
They should be.
We'll see what happens in the 4th quarter. I imagine Coach Wright just wants to finish out the 3rd quarter with his starters. Going to drop back, looking to his left, across the middle, and the pass is caught.
Good catch.
Yeah, number 34 for the Gophers, Jacob Wilson. Nice little post route across the middle, moves the chains for the Gophers. First down. Now the ball at their own 35. Probably going to try to run one more here before the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
Once again, trips on the near side. It's going to be a short little dump off, and he's got some blockers, but going to run right into the defense. Number 88, Grinstead, and 10 for the Hawks. Mason Robinson there to snuff that out after only a 2-yard gain. And that will do it for the 3rd quarter. So at the end of 3, Blackhawks lead 42-0. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Additional sponsor for tonight's game is Blackhawk Ag Solutions. Blackhawk Ag Solutions was formed with the customer in mind. Being farmers themselves, they know what works and what doesn't when it comes to service. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for you, the customer. Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School, start of the fourth quarter. 12 minutes left. We'll see how long the Blackhawks starters stay in this game. It's a nice ball down the left side, just overthrown. The intended receiver, number 15 for the Gophers, Nicholas Curtin. Bring up 3rd and 8 now. Once again, I imagine the Blackhawks second unit going to come out on offense.
I would think so. And
I would imagine the very next defensive would be the second unit as well. But then again, we've seen the defense stay in there a long time, even while their offense.
Usually your defense stays in longer than your offense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they've still got their first offense out there.
Right.
Send your first defense out there. Pass thrown, and it's almost picked off. Nice breakup by Mason Robinson. Number 34, Jacob Wilson, the intended receiver. I'll bring up 4th down now. They converted their last 4th down attempt on a short little pass across the middle to extend this drive. Let's see what they do here. 3 wideouts near side, 1 on the far side. Got a man in the backfield as well. There's a snap. It's going to give it. Going to try to get that edge, and the Blackhawk run defense not going to allow anything. Number 21, Peyton Cross, back there to shut that up immediately. Assist by Eli Kolb. And the Blackhawks see if their offense. Peyton Cross going to the sideline. I would imagine their second unit going to go out there now.
I think so.
Well, the rest of the first unit's still out there.
I'm seeing
Jones and Bales are still out there.
They're still out.
But Robinson comes out. He might be quarterback this time. So at least second unit, Cross isn't in there either. So it's kind of the second unit.
Right.
Like you said last week, kind of trickle the guys in there.
Usually you trickle them out, yeah.
So it'll be Jones and Bales in the backfield now. Scratch that. Kolb in the backfield now. 1st and 10. Going to be a give to Kolb, who also turns his feet like he's going nuts every time he gets the ball. Gets about 8 yards on the play. Take that back about 6, so it'll be 2nd and about 3. Under 9 minutes to play now. Robinson in at quarterback. Kolb the deep back once again. It's going to be another give to Kolb. He's going to get the first down, fighting forward. Gets across the 20.
It's a good run.
So move the sticks for the Hawks. Once again, the Blackhawk run attack dominating another game here.
Yeah.
4 straight weeks of beautifully played football out of this Blackhawk offense. The 1st and 10. Robinson in at quarterback. Kolb the deep back. Blackhawks also took Bales out. Now number 26, Gavin in there. Going to be a give to Kolb, cuts out to the outside. Going to be stood up right about the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10, under just right at 7.5 minutes to play here. Blackhawks lead 42-0. And there's a flag on the play. Let's see. What, too many men on the field, maybe? Nope, false start.
They're still. Okay. I don't know. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they didn't have a whole lot of time to get set.
Yeah, I mean, they were still 4 seconds, but. Okay, that's fine.
Back them up 5 yards. Be 2nd and 15 now. Going to be another give to Kolb. Jumps over a man, still trying to fight forward. Runs into his own man, still going forward, though. All the way out to about a first down. I think that's where they're going to mark it. Yep, they're going to move the sticks.
Nice.
So, again, Kolb just running with everything he is.
Everything he's got, for sure.
It'll be 1st and goal now. Ball inside the 10, placed at the 9. Kolb going to run out of the game. So I believe by now, just about everybody in the second unit is out there. So now it looks like, yep, Owen Bell going to be in at quarterback.
Welcome to the game, JV.
Short figure, the deep back. And there's another penalty. False start. So back them up 5 yards once again. Again, when you get these young bucks in there.
Right. They're just excited.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all it is. Just, I don't even know that it's necessarily nerves. It's just you know, you're excited.
To play.
Yep. Been standing on the sideline for most of the night, if not all night, and finally getting some action. And everybody took off except for the quarterback because the snap was delayed. So back them up 5 more.
It's fine. The clock keeps running regardless.
Yeah. I mean, really, if you used up every second of the play clock, you might be able to not give the ball back this possession.
Right. Just keep getting penalties and then punt it at the end.
Yep, right at 5 minutes. Now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 19. It's again Owen Bell in there. At quarterback, going to be a give right up the middle, number 51. I know I got his name last week. I forgot to write it down this week. I apologize. He was a force last week. We were all rooting for him to get in the end zone late in that game. Just not able to do it. Second and goal. Ball at the 17 now. Short figure going to try to find some room. He's going to flag down on the play, though. Got out to about the 16, so a gain of 1, but it's going to be brought back here. Holding on the Hawks. 4 minutes to play now. Like I said, they might not have to give this ball back.
Find.
So 3rd and goal. Ball at the 17. Bell, the quarterback. Short figure, the deep back. It's going to be another give to short figure. Cuts it outside. Try to get it back inside. Going to be brought down for a short gain. I think he got to the 15. So bring up 4th and goal now. Blackhawks got to go 15 yards. Nick, we've seen him throw before.
Right.
Yeah. Get some excitement.
They brought in another different cast of characters here.
Yeah, they keep switching them out just about every play.
Is Owen Bell still QB?
Owen Bell's still the quarterback, yeah. I think they've been changing out the offensive linemen a lot.
Yeah.
And it's going to be another give right up the middle to short figure, who falls down to about the 12. Obviously not enough, and the Gophers will take over. And it looks like the Gophers going to leave their first unit out there. So
see if Coach matches it.
Yep, that's exactly what he will do. The first defense coming out for the Blackhawks. 2.5 minutes left here at Clinton Prairie High School. Blackhawks on their way to win number 700 for school history. The first public school to do it. First and 10. Ball at the 12. It's going to be a give, trying to get it to the outside, and he's able to get around the corner, makes a man miss, and then gets blasted right out of bounds by 2 Blackhawks. Nice gain for the Gophers. Under a minute 45 now to play. First and 10. Ball at the 24-yard line of the Gophers. It's going to be a pitch trying to get to the outside. He's going to be, and makes a man miss, actually. And he just kind of falls back on himself.
That could have been bad.
Ball carrier number 11, Caden Davis. The Crane kind of overran that play and allowed Davis to get some yardage on that. 2nd and 1, so a gain of 9. Right at a minute to play now. Gophers got pride on the line here. Here at homecoming for them. It's going to be a give right up the middle. Shakes off a few tackles. He's still up on his feet, though. He's going to get the first down. Gets across the 35 to the 36. But under 40 seconds to play, the Gophers got to go a long way if they want to avoid the shutout at home. 30 seconds now. See if they don't draw up here a big pass play. Try to do something late in this game. They're all kind of looking at the sideline. There's about the exact same time on the play clock and the game clock. Man in motion is going to be a give right up the middle. And he's wrapped down at the 41, maybe the 42, and that might do it. And it does do it. So the Blackhawks final 42-0 here at Clinton Prairie High School. When we come back, summarize and our Farmers Bank player of the game. You might be able to guess who it is. Either way, we will be right back. You're watching Blackhawk football, Bragg Sports Media.
Wilson Farm Market. We know it's not only what you eat, but where it comes from that matters. Granddad Bill knew that too, and selling fresh eggs back in 1968 turned into Central Indiana's favorite farm-to-table market today. We don't only grow our food, we make a whole bunch of amazing treats and meals fresh in the store every single day. Come see us once. You'll be a fan forever. Wilson Farm Market. Everything about us is better than anything you'll find in a big box store.
Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Your final, Blackhawks 42, Clinton Prairie nothing. So they blank the Gophers at home. In a game that Nick, you know, the offense, they did make some mental errors throughout that game.
Quite a few, yeah.
But still, you know, they get the job done 42-0.
Right. I mean, I hate the penalties every week, but they don't seem to affect the Hawks that much. I would really like to see that cleaned up, but it is what it is, and the Hawks come out with a nice victory here, number 700.
Yeah, the Blackhawks get number 700 as a school, the first public school to achieve that number, only the third school in Indiana history to achieve that number. The only other two, Evansville Rights and Indianapolis Cathedral. So congratulations to the Blackhawks, current players and former players alike, on an achievement that is huge. Coach Wright gets his number 439th win as a Blackhawk, number 440 now as a head coach, which is another incredible feat. And the Blackhawks, again, do it in a fashion where the offense, they still scored 42 operating on all cylinders. Right. And then the defense, blank. I mean, they've given up 3 touchdowns in about 4 weeks, I think, now.
Right.
And Nick, it's insane.
The defense is on fire. They've been great almost every game. I can't ask much more out of them, but a few things on the offense, but offense still looked great tonight.
Yep. That will take us to our Farmers Bank player of the game. And, Nick, we talked about how it could have been the defense, but, following a game where the senior operates on a level like nobody's business, especially early on when they really needed those scores.
Right.
And, easily, it's Peyton Cross.
Yep.
Peyton Cross for the second time this season, the first time since week 1 in that loss, but it's nice to give it to him following a win. Peyton Cross got 3 touchdowns here tonight. Right. Still dominating on defense. He's a huge part of that defense. And, what haven't we said about the young man that, the size that he has, the speed that he has with that body.
Right.
The Blackhawks, again, we've seen it before with a Blackhawk team where, you have a running back that is that big and that force. Mm-hmm. And it normally spells good things for the Blackhawks.
Yeah, definitely. He runs with a lot of heart, plays with a ton of heart. He's a tank, just an all-around unit on the field, and he's our player of the week.
So congratulations to Peyton Cross for the second time this season being awarded however much weight you put into that, but mine and Nick's opinion of player of the game, again, sponsored by Farmers Bank. We appreciate everybody at Farmers Bank for sponsoring our player of the game this season. So one final time, Blackhawks win 42-0 for myself, for Nick Doty, for all of our sponsors. We appreciate everyone for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week at home against Taylor. See you guys.
Have a great night.